I'm a senior citizen. I'm nearing 70 years, and it is unfair for him to treat, you see, the justice I was looking for. I've been corresponding with him, and he does not even reply my correspondence. He had given me his card, his email. He does not reply. And as a senior citizen, I'm not happy, satisfied. I request Mr. Noordin Haji to leave the office.
Now, just to give you a panoramic view of the issues that have resulted to the filing of the petition that is currently before the Public Service Commission, is that sometime in the year 2015, our client, Mr. Sean, advanced a loan of about 167 million shillings to his friend and a former business partner by the name Ratilal. So it was agreed between themselves that Mr. Ratilal will pay the loan advance to him within a period of time and with a certain percentage as an interest that was supposed to be earned. So the events really transpire between the 2015 and the 2018. At some point in the year 2017, they get into another agreement as proof that Mr. Ratilal owes Mr. Sean to a tune of 240 million shillings, being interest and the principal that was advanced to him. Now, Mr. Ratilal, in a fashion that is akin to persons who are very good and crafty at obtaining others by falsely pretending to have the capacity to pay the loan, wrote some checks in favor of our client, Mr. Sean, in the hope that Mr. Sean will go and cash them out. So when Mr. Sean made the attempt to go and cash these checks out so that he could realize his 240 million shillings, the loan that he has worked for so many years as a director of Jack and Jill. Now, it so happened that Mr. Ratilal instructed his bank not to honor those checks. So in summary, we see a situation where Mr. Ratilal finally succeeds at obtaining the 240 million shillings that was a loan that was advanced to him by Mr. Sean. So what does Mr. Sean do? Mr. Sean engages lawyers, he writes to the DCI, he engages the DPP on a number of occasions, trying to get to the root cause, or rather to find justice in the issue that he finds so pressing as a senior citizen. As you can see, his advanced age, he is a man who should be giving, or rather should be having his money so that he can give to his children and to the children of his children. So the DPP on a number of occasions has met with our client, Mr. Sean. The DPP, while meeting him at Serena Hotel, gives him his card, his email and his contact, and tells him that in any event, if you have a problem, please come to my office, see me, send me the story or the tale, and then I will be of fundamental help to you.
Acts of impunity, act of disregard to the law, incompetence in his discharge of the mandate as the officer of the Director of Public Prosecution. Therefore, this is a very sensitive matter that has a lot of public interest, and we are even urging members of the public who have the same qualms to come forward so that we can make sure that we have many petitions so that in the interest of justice, we can be able to save the sanctity of the office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. He is a public officer and he should act according to the code of conduct that is bestowed upon the public officers. And therefore, such acts will not be taken lightly. This is a democratic country, and we as the public and on behalf of our clients, we demand that justice will see the light of day at the end of the day.
As you know very well, we filed, this is the third petition. First petitions have gag orders. The Director of Public Prosecution and the Law Society of Kenya President, Noordin Haji, got orders to stop the media to cover this story. We are not dealing with that because that is contemptuous. Save that, the petition by the Law Society of Kenya is only defending two advocates. One, Mr. Noordin Haji. Two, Justice Ole Kantaki. All these are members of LSK. I being a member of LSK. who will protect us? We don't know. Because LSK has now identified with the mighty to protect only the mighty. Number two, the petition that we have filed raises fundamental questions that my associates have raised. But of great concern is the speech by the Director of Public Prosecution when he addressed the NCAJ meeting in Mombasa. We've raised in that petition that the Director of Public Prosecution, Noordin Haji, disclosed that he went to Somalia and fought the Al-Shabaab. The position, whether he went as a DPP or he went when he was working at NIS, raises very fundamental questions that are enough for him to leave office. One, under the rules of disciplined officers and vetted officers, you do not disclose what you did while you are in that office. He has disclosed that NSIS and him went to Somalia, which is contrary to the oath of office that he took while in NIS. Two, he has confirmed that he went to Somalia, came back successful, and is a war veteran, which to us is an indication and a serious threat to the advocates who are filing this petition. He's telling us his achievement in the battlefield where Al-Shabaabs have been killed. How safe are the advocates who are doing their job